Hello 318. I'm going to be showing you a tutorial on how to export from Cinema 4D and then bring it into ZBrush. Now before I do that, I'm going to explain a little bit of why you might want to. So if you want to skip ahead, it should be timestamped on the screen where you can start. Otherwise, this is just some information that will explain to you why you're going to be wanting to do that. So the main reason why you're going to want to export from Cinema to ZBrush is one, it's very easy to make objects in Cinema 4D that you can't make in ZBrush, like this flower. It would be not impossible, but very difficult to create this in ZBrush. Meanwhile, it'd be very easy. It took me, I would say, about 5 minutes using a cloner and 5 cubes, or 1 cube. No, 2 cubes in the cloner. Sorry, and then I used an FSD to give it that shape that I have, and that's a video in itself. But anyways, now we have this flower, and we created it in Cinema 4D. It's very it's very low poly. It's very easy to render. When we render it, it should render relatively quickly. And this is using Redshift, which you guys know, not the fastest, but it still renders pretty fast and very dramatically, I might add. You can see the polygons inside the render. And that's why Cinema 4D is very useful, is that it's very easy to create objects that are easy to render. ZBrush, it's not going to start like this. If you want to get this shape in ZBrush, you're going to have a high polygon face all over, and it's going to render very slowly. Where I find the best workflow is moving from Cinema 4D, making something like this flower, and then moving it into ZBrush, controlling the polygons there, and really giving yourself a wide range of high poly, low poly to create a object that is optimal for what your computer can handle in terms of render. Now I'm going to stop rambling about this and show you guys. So first we're going to go to File. We're going to go to Export, and then we're going to OBJ. Now OBJ is the best format for ZBrush that I have found. You can research more if you want, but just all of the research I've done, it's been OBJ. Every time I've done it, OBJ has been the best. But I've never really worked with materials pre-baked onto anything, so you might want to do your own research into that. We're gonna export our OBJ. We're gonna click OK on this, and we're gonna name our file. And as you can see, I already made a flower, but we're gonna do this flower too. So now our flower is in our files. We're going to go to ZBrush. Now we are in ZBrush, and we're going to want to bring our model in. Now, when you open ZBrush, the home screen will pop up. You can just close that, and then the light box, which I open right now, will pop up. You can just press light box, and that will disappear. And I'll explain the light box a little bit more in a different video, but for now, we're going to import our model, and it might take a minute if you're patient. There's our flower. We're going to draw our flower, and as you can see, it doesn't look exactly like our flower, but I promise you that's our flower. We're going to edit. Do not draw again, because once you draw again, you will not be able to edit. You'll have to restart and then edit like that. I don't know why, if you draw another one, you cannot edit anymore. But if you draw another one and the edit button disappears, just Control Z, go backwards, and then press edit. Trust me, that frustrated me a lot. Now, this isn't going to match up with your face. That's okay. It doesn't really matter if it matches up. I usually use this anyways to help me. I just find out which way to go for the faces. But yeah, it's not going to match up. but it will be helpful if you have that. Now, as you can see, there's our flower. There's our flower, and it's in. We're here. We're in ZBrush. And we're ready to sculpt. We can get our move brush, uh, which I'll go over in another video. But get our move brush and just move some vertices around. But yeah, look at that, guys. But we're done.